Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Total War Warhammer. We're close. We're within breathing distance. Now, I wasn't really thinking about this, I was mostly just upset. But when the Green Paladin rode off, or the Green Knight, that does give us the option of summoning him for defense. So that may turn out to be important. But we are ready to move on here. Unfortunately, it's going to be several turns before we can approach the legendary battle. Moving deep into the Chaos Wastes is dangerous business. And then we have all these Chaos Warriors, which nobody else seems interested in fighting at all. This Varg army is just sort of watching us, which makes me feel a little strange. What's that guy doing? Why does he think that's okay? So, what is the difference between the unicorn and the horse? The unicorn lowers her leadership and her armor considerably, but it gives her a small amount of charge bonus and melee attack, so that doesn't even seem like an upgrade, really. Why don't we just go into the magic? So I'm going to pick up Power Drain, a little bit of extra. Well, actually, you know what? Maybe I should just pick up a spell. Like, Chain Lightning sounds good. Chain Lightning is usually the kind of spell that's very easy to use, and it's usually quite effective in various, video games. So Avril the Damsel has become devoted, but that didn't change her title, I guess.
You seek counsel?
Alright. So, as before,
Your plan is a good one.
we creep.
The lady calls. Very well.
Yeah, we're actually taking damage just traveling. Usually the damage from movement is pretty, if it exists at all, it's pretty, what do you call it? Small. It's not a lot. But man, moving through the Chaos Waste is murdering us. Like, to the point where I think there's going to be a turn, and maybe this next turn, where it just makes way more sense for us to sit still and not advance any further. Just like take a whole turn in encampment mode.
Hear the winds.
Alright, let's try to figure out these chaos dudes.
True Knight of Britonia.
So I think we're going to keep trying to assassinate people. Let's kill the slightly higher level hero if we can. Alright. Our paladin is a successful murderer. And it didn't cost us any chivalry, which I was afraid it might. Because, assassination is not very chivalrous. But I think the assassinate action is used to... yeah, I guess that'll be fine. The assassinate action is used to sort of as a blanket against over all types of one hero killing another hero. So it could, be a challenge to single combat that the enemy fails, or... Do I want to throw some more units into his army? I think I do. So we're at plus 920. I'm going to go ahead and summon 2 more units of knights. Now the problem is we can't actually assault Gulator Death Dealer without opening ourselves to some pretty savage counterattacks. We don't know where the other Chaos armies are. Presumably they're down here. They could be moving toward Montfort right now, which would mean that we need to close this up. I guess we can move on him. But we still want to be regenning. Man. And everything's all torn up over here. Like, the Chaos corruption is getting serious. This cathedral does something, right? It gives 3 reduction for adjacent provinces. Okay. Well, it's something. Man, I'm nervous. Just do not know what to do here. Why don't we take you, put you in march mode.
I will come to your aid.
Walk out some. So let's see how much damage we take. Yeah, it's very, very small. I don't see anybody down here. I don't actually want to leave her alone. Because again, I don't think that one of our armies necessarily beats one of their armies. Alright, well, that's all there is to it. I mean, our turns are going to be relatively simple, I guess. We can't do very much. Okay. So he's threatening... the game elected not to show us in full detail the movement of that army toward Montfort, but yes, we do indeed have armies moving toward Montfort. So the question is, do we threaten the armies moving toward Montfort, or do we move our guys up toward Gorsel to fight that group? He, of course, he's being careful to move in such a way that we can't attack him. He's only moving slightly out of our range.
My deeds are legend. With haste.
Get down here and scout. You won't be useful for any hero actions this turn anyway, so.
The lady beckons.
Okay. Well, some of the Chaos Warrior armies have disappeared. I know not where. Oh, and we have scalings coming in too. Fantastic. Great timing. I mean, it is great timing for them. This plan is going to work really well. So I guess we have to... Montfort has a garrison of 7. And it's not really much of a garrison. So somebody needs to go down there and deal with this. Now, there's a lot of marauders in this army. A lot of marauders, some Chaos Warhounds. So, while there are Chaos Warriors, a fair portion of this army is actually pretty bad. These guys have a slightly better composition, but not by very much. Actually, no, they still have 6 units of Marauders. They just have more. They have, first of all, they have aspiring champions. And secondly, they have halberds and stuff. Man, this is going to suck no matter what we do. I think Alberic's going to have to come out and help.
Lewin. I assent to your orders.
I'm not really getting a lot of a lot of healing done.
I take my leave.
On my... What do you mean, characters?
My blade is ready.
He is clearly over... There's a little bit of visibility over 50%. Okay, well, apparently the...
I will.
Alright. Well, I guess we're making a full move this turn. Wow. Really? That's gonna kill me? We'll actually die. Okay.
For now, yes. Going forth. It shall be so.
I will see it done.
I can't believe it's just kind of deciding that I don't.
A king stands with you.
Nope, ambush mode does not turn off. Well, I thought ambush mode disabled attrition, but apparently not. Well, I guess let's step back one, just in case those Varg guys are waiting for us. But I'm a little annoyed that that I moved the amount the game told me it was fair, it was okay to move, and then I was not allowed to replace. So, re-encamp, rather. It actually kind of... I can't tell. Sometimes you can attack stuff that's just outside the range. It looks like we actually could attack these guys. So hold on, let's let's
My path is clear.
grab the Fey Enchantress. Move her this far. I think Montfort might fall.
Slay them.
Okay. Wait. It's not going to let me
Of the lady.
use her as a reinforcement? Annoying.
Sorceress.
Okay, well, I guess this is where we end our move, because... Yeah, I'm not sure why she must have been very slightly too far south. But, like, pixels, man. Alright, well, we don't really have a lot of options here, so... The Greenskins are having a wog. Maybe they could come over here and help a little bit, since they can't win the game if Chaos is running around anyway. Okay, well, we managed to make his army run to the north, but they ran to the north in a way that's going to allow them to come back to Gorsel in a single turn of movement. And the Scalings are hitting Gorsel anyway. Montfort is sieged. Thing is, if Alberic leaves Marienburg, we're going to lose a ton of money.
What is your behest?
Okay.
Farewell.
So we will move considerably less than half distance, so that we can be sure that
If the lady will
the option to encamp will be available to us.
sallying forth. Very well, if you insist.
We're within range of each other, right? Yeah.
By the
Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to have to spend a turn or two sitting and healing here because of what just happened. So it's going to slow things down. His army doesn't have an additional guy. Like, he doesn't have any heroes. What would my assassin chance be here? 19. Wow, really? That's very low.
chivalrous.
What are we going to do?
Ever ready.
If this were just Scalings, I would split the two armies. But given that these Chaos Warriors are right here and have the ability to move over to our city, they won't be able to attack. This is their march distance, I believe, but they will be able to serve as reinforcements. We actually can't...
What do you seek?
Basically, we have to send both armies to Gorsel or nobody to Gorsel, and I think it's gonna have to be nobody.
Naturally. My journey continues.
Yeah, Gorsel falls. I think we want to stop the guys who are getting deep into our territory first.
True knight of Britonia. Going forth. True knights.
Just go here and deploy. At least while he's deployed, he's gaining XP. Yeah, Montfort unfortunately is going to fall pretty quickly. The best thing we can do here is prevent them from getting much further in. But I have to say, I'm pretty annoyed that the Warriors of Chaos are behaving in such a gamey way and going after the player instead of... like, going directly after the player, even though that's a crazy thing to do, instead of, you know, just, like, fighting civilization in the way that they are supposed to, based on the fluff. So, yep. Gorsel falls, nothing I can do about it, really. I guess Alberic moving north is not really an option, because, like I said, we just don't have the money. Actually, he's just going to have to fire some of his units anyway.
Your coming was
I hate the way our money per turn is, like, yo-yoing back and forth so much. Like, we had nowhere near... What was it? This represents a change for us to be at minus 638 now versus what we were at before. That's like almost 1,000 gold per turn change. Montfort was not worth 1,000 gold per turn. I guess Gorsel being under siege now accounts for some of it? I mean, not really. Gorsel has walls and a real garrison. It'll be a little trickier for the Scalings to attack, even after a little bit of siege. Hopefully we can hold that for some time.
Blood of shield.
Blessings of the lady be upon you. I accept.
Yeah, I kind of think that Alberic, or that Lewin can't move
Moving
this turn.
out.
I suppose so.
I think he has to
King
sit.
Lewin.
Unfortunate, but right, because if I went
Shall do
into
what I can.
movement, yeah,
Agreed.
he's got to just heal this turn, or he's gonna actually like lose units.
Son of Britonia.
Now we're at minus 1430, despite the fact that literally nothing has changed.
Blessings of the lady be
I mean, I have
upon
to shave down this army some,
you. My reputation precedes me.
because if I go negative, it's gonna start firing my units for me. Yeah, this is Real dumb. This does not make a lot of sense. My money is not behaving in a way that follows logically from the sources of the money. And unfortunately, I can't meaningfully interact with... I guess I'm just going to send this guy back and have him be in that army. Because he can't do anything. You don't have the money to pay him to do stuff. No. Do you have any settlements, even? Yes, this I will accept. Greenskins seem to be doing pretty well over there. It looked like there was a lot of greenskin territory. Alright, so they're going to attack. We're going to retreat. And now we are in range of... There we go. Okay, we took out one of the Chaos armies in our lands. This one is drawn up on Gorsel. I don't know why it zoomed the camera in so far. Possibly trying to make it harder for me to tell what's going on. Hey, we got Chaos has poured in. The old world has survived the onslaught. We are in the middle of the onslaught right now. It is definitely premature to say that anyone has survived anything at this point. Alright, back to the north. And now we're losing money again, despite the fact that our situation has not changed. I guess it's just gonna be this way. Alright. She was building up the red tree, but I think we should get some of her magic. Oh, you know what? She didn't have Root Marcher yet. We definitely should have bought that. Okay, next skill point. Next skill point. Alright, how do our forces in the north look now? I really wish... clicking on the army to zoom to it, I like. I wish that when you did it, it didn't do this, though. There's nobody plays at that level of zoom. Alright, Luen is pretty injured. Do I need to give this another turn?
I shall.
Yeah. Let's give it one more turn. So this will very slightly increase our income and very slightly decrease construction costs. I mean, at this point, we realistically have no more options that are meaningful. So... Sure. This doesn't do nothing. Most of our other options actually do nothing.
Your face full. My legend inspires.
Protector of the
Yep,
realm.
just go be a paladin. And now we're making money again. Alright, so our two armies here are pretty damaged. I think Gorsel's lost, but we can take it back and resettle. Okay, now the Chaos Warriors are raiding Gorsel. Before they were just encamped. So now we're going to be losing some... Oh no, we're not going to be losing any money, because the Gorsel was already not really producing for us due to the siege. So the raiding doesn't actually get them anything, except that it cancels attrition. So Gorsel and its 13-unit garrison...
You seek the lady?
Yeah, we're injured pretty badly. Why don't we move right up to the water? And we'll get ready to run to Gorsel next turn. And I guess we'll see. I mean, maybe they burn it down now, but... Alright. I think we want to pick up Regrowth. Plus hit points, plus physical resistance. This causes severe damage to combatants. Actually, severe sounds pretty good. That sounds like a good amount of damage. I like severe. Alright, well, Luen's army is as ready to move as they're ever going to be.
I go forth.
There's a little bit of green left on the...
Most prudent.
There we go. Okay.
I will indulge you.
Oof.
Leaving.
We should have just gone after the greenskins. Damn.
For now, yes.
They really make this a pain in the ass. I mean, I do like that you have to actually go places for quests. If you never had to really, like, travel then the safety of your realm would never be a concern because your armies are always effectively ready to defend. I like the fact that there are quests that make you travel to places that are out of the way, because they give you that concern, like how am I going to have an army that is capable of questing while still being safe. But man, I do wish that either this was a little bit closer, or that it was not so impossible to travel in the Chaos Wastes. Because the combination of those two things means you really have to... Yeah, here comes the attack on Gorsel on the scaling turn. The Chaos Warriors moved into reinforcement position. Yep. So there's no point in actually going through with this, right? Yeah, there's no universe in which we are successful or even like damage them meaningfully, I think. Yeah, the scaling seemed to be much more powerful than Chaos. So what's Gorsel's garrison? That's not the one I wanted. Gorsel's garrison right now is very badly wounded. Okay. Well, it's not going to probably be the case that I can defend this. Man, how is this dude leveling so effectively? We broke the other Chaos Army that was over here. We can't move Marienburg. They shouldn't be able to get 268, both armies, 268 gold per turn out of a region that is ruined. Like, I know they didn't burn down the settlement, but that region is not doing enough business for them to be able to raid that much money out of it.
On to victory!
So it often actually stops you well above where it says it will stop you.
All right.
I don't know what happened on that one turn.
I go thither. It shall be so.
We're getting close, though.
Before glory.
How do we do this? How do we kill them? I think Gulator Death Dealer's army probably beats one of my armies straight up. But Felman Ingerson's army is a lot worse. It has a lot of great weapon dudes in it, but these guys have no armor. And their stats really aren't that impressive. I'm wondering if my 2 stacks beats his 2 stacks. Actually, are we still wounded? We are, okay. Let's go to normal movement. Move into Marienburg's
Traveling the land.
Circle. And then encamp for the extra
The lady is
HP.
with you. Your coming was foretold.
Okay.
My sight is yours.
Let's get rebuilt. Yeah, I'm not spending money on buildings in Gorsel. It's just going to get raised. Yeah, I guess, man, when you play on very hard, like, the AI just cannot stand up. Most of the AIs cannot stand up to the Chaos Warriors at all. Really, 2 scaling armies. Oof. Alright, how much chivalry did I lose? That wasn't that much. Plus 20 weapon damage for all armies of all factions. Okay. So yeah, they're gonna bring a billion stacks of guys.
Lord of Bretonia.
We gotta finish this up so that we can... Honestly, at this point, I would just disband these 2 armies and immediately use the resources to fund 2 new armies back home.
Very well, I go. Very well, if you insist.
We're getting close, though.
That is a good one. Making my way.
He didn't actually go to the place I told him to go. He stopped really short.
Glory awaits.
Alright. So once we get close to it, though, we still, like, we're going to have to wait. We're going to have to encamp and wait until our health goes all the way up. Because this battle could be extremely difficult. We're already having trouble fighting chaos.
Yes.
We're almost recovered.
You honor me.
We really can't do anything, so... I guess let's sit here and wait. Really? Whistleland has been attacked by the Wood Elves? Oh, that's right, the Wood Elves are sweeping... No, still, that doesn't... Okay, yeah, they're attacking. Honestly, man... Decline and break alliance. I can't fight the Wood Elves right now. So the entire Empire, all of the Empire provinces are going to get wiped out, it looks like. Yeah, and they're going to bring 5 stacks to attack me with, because they have no other concerns, because nobody else in the world has a functional army. Ugh.
For now, yes.
And even this like slow creeping movement is almost lethal every turn. Yeesh.
You are shrewd.
I think he just said that we are screwed,
Lady,
and I agree.
I will see it done.
That is definitely what it feels like.
Who I am?
Well, so I probably want Alberic not actually to be in the... Does that make
I have
sense?
seen your heart.
Fey enchantress.
No, let's let him be in the city. If we lose Marienburg, it's going to shatter us. The amount of money that Marienburg makes every turn, even without Gorsel, is too great. Yeah, the penalty for losing Marienburg is huge. You know what? Fine, sure. I'll take 1,000 gold from you. I'm not going to defend them in any meaningful way, so... Wait, did the Scalings... Okay, they still have... They have 7 armies? How are they able to fund that? Well, they committed only 2 of their armies here, so that's nice of them.
At once. Break them.
That's not all of my armies. Okay. Despite the fact that she is, without doubt, in range, the Fey Enchantress was not allowed to participate in that battle.
Going forth.
So that sucked. We took more damage than we had to there.
Bretonia.
There we go. That's what the battle should have looked like last time. Okay, well, it was nice of them to come in 2 waves like that. That basically guarantees that we will be safe. I need her to move, but I need her to get back in Marienburg's range and then go into encampment mode so that she can heal with maximum effectiveness.
I am called forth.
Okay.
Devotee of the lady.
We actually lost a unit there. I don't know what it was. Impenetrable Pelt, Flock of Doom, increase to power reserves. Let's pick up some physical resistance and speed.
My reputation precedes me.
I do want to use him as an assassination
Who
paladin.
wishes the grail?
Okay, so we're going to regenerate a huge amount this turn. We should probably summon a unit. single unit of battle pilgrims. It's a fast recruit with not a crazy upkeep cost. I don't know, maybe I should have just transferred one of Alberic's units. This sucks, by the way. These beastmen raiding our territory. I so much don't have time to deal with them. Alright, the scaling seem to retreat very easily. Alright. I think we're gonna have to go after that army. But first,
Wise, indeed. It shall be.
I
Alright.
never fail. Striking out. If the lady
we are
wills
here.
it.
At this point, we could
My
probably
reputation precedes me.
disband Raymond's army. It looks like we're not going to be interfered with by anybody. There's still a Varg army that's waiting for an opportunity. Do they actually make landfall? Are they in a ship? I can't tell. It looks like neither is the... Oh, no, I guess that's the sails. Okay. So, yeah, they're still in a ship just watching. I don't know if they lost sight of us around the mountain or what.
My strength and
Let's
wisdom
figure out
are yours.
exactly what the composition of this army should be. There probably should be some
know who
archers,
I
right?
am?
We should transfer some of our archers. Maybe just like 1 or 2 units of archers so that they have the poison debuff available to them.
The lady's chosen.
Go like 2 units over foot squares. Because I'm starting to think that maybe that's what I want to do. Is cut this army. Would generate a ton of money for defense back at home.
King Lewin Leoncoeur.
He has great cavalry. Strong foot squires.
Armored in faith.
Maybe pass him this damsel as well. So what, like damsel, two groups of archers. What is the stat comparison here? So battle pilgrims have 8 less attack. They have more weapon strength straight up, and then they also get weapon damage and melee attack and a charge bonus. Man, I'm really not sure if it's best to trade out the foot squires for battle pilgrims. The thing about battle pilgrims is that they're going to be way less effective against armored targets, because these guys have 26 of their damage piercing armor, and they do bonus damage versus infantry. Yeah, all right. We probably want to stick on the foot squares.
Honor
So
before
let's transfer
glory.
in a couple of archer units.
Valiant lord. Onward.
Let's go 2 units of archers for 2 units of foot squires, and the damsel for another, and that leaves me with 5 units of foot squires still, plus a very powerful paladin. We got 2 spellcasters. I guess, do I really want 2 spellcasters? The Damsel of Heavens has all the damage spells. The Damsel of Life is the one who buffs our troops. So I think the Damsel of Life is more important here. Maybe I do just want to keep a beefy bunch of dudes, and we don't want to stress her spellcasting resources. As a life damsel, what... She has Shield of Thorns, she has Earth Blood. Yeah, she has some damage spells. Let's do it. Let's... Alright.
Very well, if you insist. Blessings of the lady be upon you.
So do we need to keep the second army around as safety against Surthak? Because if we disband it, that'll give us the ability to come back home and generate a huge army. We could just fill up Alberic's army. Oh, should I trade in the polearm dudes for one of the groups of foot squires? How much damage do these guys have? 15 bonus versus large. So actually, they only deal a little bit more damage than the foot squires would. Alright, this is maybe very unorthodox, but let's do it. I need the money. Okay.
I deem your quest worthy.
So hold on. How far can
You seek me?
you move?
Fortune favors you.
Okay, pretty far. Pretty far. Let's say to right here.
Your
And
will?
then you move to right here. Try to give him very, very few places that he can safely move to. These two armies together should be able to beat him. Shouldn't even be an issue. Okay, and if the scalings stay gone, then we may have bought ourselves time. Okay, so he had to move in a pretty inefficient path around us. I'm hoping that that will let us catch him. Although my suspicion is that it will not. And in fact, the scalings are coming back. Now let's jump over to Lewin, because I see he's being approached already.
Never.
And this is a different army than the one we saw before. So, they're planning on sneaking up, double teaming us. It would be best if I could wait one more turn. My units are all healed, but my heroes could use the extra health.
Asinine mortal.
With a full march move, they can just barely get close to us, but they won't be able to actually attack us. Alright, we're going to trust that we're safe. Maybe this is cowardly, but I'm going to save the game real quick. Okay. Where's the Green Knight?
Faith is my armor.
Is he a good assassin? Can he duel people down? No, he's not. The Green Knight
My
is just...
strength and wisdom are yours.
He's just a paladin. I really was, like, excited about this idea. Man, I wanted to resettle Gorsel, but there's no way we can. Alright, everybody back.
I go hence.
Ever onward.
Because we have to be able to defend against an arbitrary number of scaling armies. There's no way to know.
And hero.
You know what? I can recruit a couple of guys, but let's not recruit very many. That's Knights Errant. I want Knights of the Realm. Okay, 250 plus... or 500 plus 330. We should still have about 2,000 income even after all those dudes arrive. Alright, I want one more turn for Luen. If we... At this point, if we win the battle, the War of Errantry battle, I think we immediately win the game. And it does... You know, it has to be soon. Things are falling apart around us pretty badly. Sure. Yeah, lots of scalings incoming. The Varg actually ran away from us, which I appreciate. So with the Varg running away, we could camp out for one more turn and go to actual full. We're no longer in any real danger, I think. Ooh, he came up on land though. I think he is threatening us. No, let's do it.
I assent to your orders.
Alright, we're gonna get backed up by Tancred. We have to fight Archaon and Sigvald. Small armies, but the battle thing is much against us. Alright, let's see. If we get this, we win, I think. Our march through the Chaos Wastes have been tough, sire, but at last our courage seems to have been rewarded. Along the Cliff of Beasts, our scouts return with news that the forces of Ruin have decided to meet us in battle. Led by Archaon the Ever-Chosen and accompanied by the Prince of Slaanesh, Sigvald the Magnificent, the Chaos Army seem ready to offer us a fight for the ages. The skies above, ever ominous during our perilous journey, turn now even more despondent. Thunder rolls across the grisly clouds, and in the distance lightning arcs through the deepening sky. The air hisses with static. Could this be the moment of our destiny? I'm not going to lie to you, I don't feel awesome about the fact that Alberic's not here. But I really, he's doing a very important job, you know? Just keeping the Empire running. That is every bit as important as putting a sword through Archaon the Everchosen's neck. Okay. The Battle Predictor had this against us strongly. Those hell cannons have to get destroyed quickly. These things are very dangerous. And we need to obviously bring down Archaon if we can. It would be very helpful if they didn't have the leadership bonus that he provides. They don't have that many units. They have 3 units of Chaos Knights. I'm not sure. I think these are Lances and these are normal Chaos Knights, but it looks like they also have Lances. These ones are max level. None of our troops are. Although some of our troops are level 6. It's not bad. And then they have some really strong foot soldiers. Our foot soldiers are mostly going to be blockers to keep their guys in place while we charge them from behind, I hope.
To these unforgiving wastes, where the ruinous powers lie in wait to ensnare us. But Bretonnian knights are formidable warriors, and driven by the most noble of purposes. The kingdom is relying on you, my lord. You must drive the filth back into the mire.
Alright, here we go. So we have an ally here. We're not going to be able to control his units directly, unfortunately. We got a pretty good starting winds of magic value. Hey, check it out. There's flying rocks. Chaos Wastes are a World of Warcraft zone, apparently. Man, that's pretty dope, though. Alright. So nobody has Vanguard deployment.
Defenders of the realm!
I definitely want our flying units up pretty far. They don't seem to have any ranged units aside from their siege weapons. So we're going to put a lot of pressure on those siege weapons with our flyers as quickly as possible. The sooner we can kill those things, the better. Because they're going to put our poor melee troops in a terrible position. I think I want to spread my casters out a little bit. Again, I just don't want artillery fire to sort of devastate the middle of our formation and ruin everything. Bows.
We fight for Bretonnia!
For Bretonnia. And Luan Liancourt on normal-ass horseback. Not totally ideal. He's going to have to play conservatively. Alright, let's do it. So where do we see what? The knights errant array to sweep them away with their mighty charge. Without support, their bravery will go to waste. Okay, so this isn't the army that has the hell cannons. The army that has the hell cannons is the one that's going to spawn over here. Let's grab you. You are a scout. Let's try to... I'm going to try to do a better job of commanding my units here. It's probably going to involve a lot of pausing. Okay. The other 2 flying units should head this way. I think that we are going to see this other army emerge here any moment. You guys get over here with maximum speed. Let's engage. We have to be a little bit careful, like I said, with Luan. Tristran flies, so you can head over here with that group. Luan needs to stay sort of near the men, but also he needs to not expose himself too much. And we have spells. We have some spells that we've never ever cast before. So we have... This is going to be useful. Chain Lightning is a good idea, but it's also very expensive. Randon's Thunderbolt. I'm assuming that, yeah, we're dramatically out of range for all of these. Yeah, so we're going to have to fix that. Wind Blast is good for disrupting unit formation. Very short range. Okay. And you have the healing spells. And I think every time she casts, the army gets healed. So we're going to want to hit Earthblood on people. And man, I hope we've got this under control. Yeah, the peasants need to engage. That's right. Right, I don't know that we need 3 units to do this necessarily, but they'll sure get the job done. The foe attacks our ally. No kidding. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Actually, the enemy has... our ally has moved in a kind of a weird way that's actually kind of opened these guys up to a flank. Yeah, still hit the dogs. And you are now in range to maybe do something. So what Dwellers Below? It's very expensive. Overcast just lengthens the cast range. She's in range now. Let's just do it. Alright. It's expensive, but could be a powerful open. Yeah, it's doing some okay damage. So what's the story with the Hell Cannons? The Hell Cannons are back here and they're well defended. That's what I was afraid of, was that these guys would sit back and just defend the Hell Cannons. Okay, we're taking some serious Hell Cannon fire. Let's get over onto these dudes. Tristran. I'm going to devote a lot of energy to these Chaos Trolls right away. The sooner we can bring down the Chaos Trolls and the enemy commander, the better. She doesn't actually need to engage in melee with the dogs. Oh, the Hell Cannon! Oh, the Hell Cannon! Wow. That just hunted her. Unfortunately, the Hell Cannon shots are sentient, and it's very difficult to evade them. That Tancred is already basically dead. That's fantastic. Okay. So I think at this point we could probably charge down on that dude. Let's hit Sigvald right in his stupid face. Wow, these guys are actually pretty well covered by the enemies around them. Right, try to hit over here. You, I think, just fall directly onto these marauders. Yeah, that's fine. Flee. It's better than you dying. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some serious work here. Like we cannot half-ass clearing out those cannons. That's gonna have to be everybody. Okay, here come their first units of knights. They're thinning out the support on the cannons, though. Maybe this would be a good time to send the flyers back, the healthier flyers. Or maybe all of them. All 3 of my flying units. Because these Royal Pegasus Knights aren't that badly injured. You know what? Let's do it. I'm not going to send Tristran. Tristran's going to be too important in the actual melee. So he doesn't need his Potion of Toughness yet. Let's have him engage Prince Sigvald. Speed and Vigor and Armor Piercing. Do it. Alright, so our Life Wizard is still routing. She'll get back into it. No. Hold on. You just keep murdering Sigma. He's actually doing a magnificent job. Well, if she's out of the fight for a while, I guess it only makes sense to spend some magic. So, I could just buff my units up, but I'm wondering if maybe it would be better to try to get over there and cast some spells into their melee, their approaching melee. Like, a Chain Lightning right here. Ooh, Chain Lightning has none range, though. Alright, I'm gonna have her run back here, just so that she doesn't get charged by these knights. Oh, we got them. We're getting our charge in their cavalry's flank. They changed their mind about engaging. That's really good for us. Okay, these units are all breaking. We've got Grail Guardians all the way back here. That's actually great. No, you know what? Archaon. He won't be watching for a charge from that angle, I hope. Or at least by the time it happens, it might be too late for him to do anything about it. Alright. Chosen with halberds are the most dangerous enemies for the archers to hit, I think. And now that the knights are sort of dealt with, our caster can move this way. Where's Lewin? Okay, well, that's maybe not a great idea, but let's do it. Charge. Could you guys? No, you're not mine. I don't have the ability to ask things of you. Let's grab our caster. She's got to be close enough to do it now, right? Oh, you can't overcast this. Let's cast it right here. It's not going to hit this group probably, but it'll catch these guys. Just move to there. Do I have any more? I do have some cavalry who are still sort of back out of the fight. And it looks like from the flag color, our life damsel has stopped running. So let's get her back in here. Alright, let's see about the spellcast. Actually, their halberdiers are not moving very fast. Yeah, that did not do a lot of damage. So let's back the cavalry out. Let our ground troops engage with their ground troops. What are you guys doing? I didn't give them formal orders to fall in. So they have a unit of knights and a unit of polearms back here. I think we ignore it and just go. Like, we're probably going to lose the flyers, but if we lose the flyers and this pins back 4 units and we manage to disrupt the Hell Cannons anyway, I think that's probably worth it. Alright, Life Damsel, I need you to regen us. Okay, just get up here and hit the first load of regen. Alright, our allies are having some trouble. Okay. I think we're ready. Run. Okay, they as soon as they realized she was going to get away, they gave up on that. I think that's a terrible use of our time. Disengage, disengage. Alright. You guys over here. It looks like we have somewhat disrupted the Hell Cannons. And actually, the Chaos Knights on the Lances are fleeing. Alright, I'm going to transfer the Royal Hippogriffs toward the Halberd guys. I know this is not a favorable fight for them, but hopefully they can hold it for a while. Tancred's doing okay. It looks like we're doing all right here. I'm a little concerned. Obviously, we should not yet expect that we have won this. You know what? Let's not do the buff. Let's save up a little bit of magic. Actually, does the life caster have another good spell to cast here? We could flesh to stone our dudes, but we're almost done with this this part of the fight. So let's grab you guys and move you out here. I think we can deal with these with just the forces we have engaged. Pilgrims have survived the trials of the chaos wastes and come to our aid. There's a chance for even the lowliest peasants. Ooh! Battle pilgrims and stuff. Cool. Alright, we have some units of squires that are not actually getting to participate in combat. Oh, good charges. Our allies are cycle charging. A bunch of heroes. Get them. Hit them in the back while they're still distracted. It's only going to be for another moment. Oh, it might have been too late already. Alright. Never mind. Bail out. Alright. We're doing a good job of holding people in place for our allies to do cycles. You know what? Get him. Get him, Tristan. One of the guys who was operating the Hell Cannon is... Oh, he's a Chaos Dwarf! And not realize. Alright, Lewin's gonna swing around behind these halberd dudes as they engage. Hey, everybody, get in there. Make these men unbreakable. Make the paladin unbreakable. Ward, save yourself. Honestly, this looks to me like we got it. I think there's nobody else to attack, really. Oh, I guess Archaon's still up. Tristan? I think you've earned this. Look at him turn around. Suckers! It was death either way. Damsels, run! Wow! Wow! Uh-oh. Okay. Everybody back. Let's figure this out. Kolek Suneater has taken the field. What's he got with him? We're not in a great place here. He's got some dragon ogre dudes. That's it. He's just got dragon ogres. Okay, he's not bringing a huge number of units. He's not bringing any hell cannons or anything. The foot squares are actually in really good shape. They were not engaged in battle for very long. So they're pretty healthy. They're pretty fresh. I don't actually know how to fight dragon ogres, but Helene the Holy and her force of battle pilgrims, I mean, they might help us. Honestly, at the rate they're walking, they might not get here before the battle's over. But this is looking pretty good. Alright, we're going to be able to... we should be able to finish these guys off pretty quickly. They don't have a lot of health. Even though we only have 2 units of archers, I expect them to fall basically right away. Yeah, we're massacring them. So it's a lot of figures that have very little health left. And there's the route. Maybe a little too late. Alright. Oh, they done spellcast. Oh, wow, they have spellcast. Alright. Melee troops, engage. Does our life damsel have a good... Where's my second spell that... Oh, I didn't take it. That's right. Sure. Earthblood right here. Okay. And our Heavens Damsel can do something meaningful. This might be a good time for a Chain Lightning, actually. Alright. Oh, I guess that should be like this, then. The way I lined them up. We only have one of our flying units left. I sacrificed them to kill those Hell Cannons. So you just get over here. Tristran also flies. So you know what? He should also get behind them. These dudes don't have any kind of ranged attack, so... Alright, that went off a little bit later than I was hoping. Alright, a little bit of poison engaged. They're being a little bit careful. They don't want to give me the good charge, I think. Given that they're going to be a little reticent to engage properly, I think we can take advantage of this and surround their dudes with our dudes. The reinforcements are almost here. Let's move close enough to give the hero morale bonus to people. Okay, those are just Hell Cannons. All right, I don't want to commit my flying units just yet. Hold on, you guys are moving way too far, way further than we should have you. Yeah, just go ahead and charge here. Alright, this might be a good time for some of those fancy spells. Oh, they're terrifying. Come on, Luen. Tristran. Ah, fuck. Become invulnerable. Oh no, he's wounded, but I mean the cost of these dudes has been significant. Look at them, they're very, very injured. Oh, I don't think that brought down a single one. Okay, here come the pilgrims. Are you kidding me? There's another... Oh my god. We lose. Okay. You guys need to just get over here. And the archers are out of ammo. Only one unit is, but the other one will be soon if that's true. No, get him. Stop him. Take what cavalry we have left. Oh no, wait, that's right. We don't have any ammo. Don't give that order. They'll fight him with their melee weapons. How can there be more of them? Oh, I really thought that we were clear, because it had to be the case. Man, how are you supposed to do this with one army? Okay, no, we got him. Oh, that really did a lot of damage. So, Thoriel the Everwatcher. Okay, that's the last of the Chaos named characters in the game, I believe. Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there! Oh, it's a spell that's following them. Okay, no, they moved out. Alright, fall back. Our Allies are cowards. These are Forsaken? I don't even know what that means. Okay, so let's figure this out. How are we going to kill these guys? We have some magic regenerating. And a lot of our dudes are not actually at their HP cap. So let's go... Blood of the Earth. And actually fall back a little bit. Fall back to here. Oh. Okay. I guess stop falling back. It's time to do it. And this dude is gonna be... This dude's gonna be a real problem. I get that feeling. So what is a Forsaken, actually? Okay. Not awesome. That's not good for us. I don't think we're gonna get this now. I think we spent pretty much everything we had finishing off Kolek. So you two need to separate. And the archers just have to get in there and use swords, because there's nothing else for them to do. Let's have them move to, like, here. Alright, back off. They got their charge. Let's get out of there. I don't want you to sit in and melee. Oh, lost a unit. Yeah, Sartorial's taking no damage. Alright, we're keeping everybody within range of the aura. Let's hit these dudes in the back as they fight our allies. We're just not going to be able to kill Sartorial. There's no way. Good charge. Back out. Back out. That was a good charge. I mean, all of my units are breaking. We have no magic. Come on, please, we don't have to kill him. Oh, it was good. It was good. Come on, you can finish him off. If we can finish off the damn chaos spawn. Nope, there it is. We lose. How is that? Man. How is this supposed to be possible? Yeah, it's just too many waves. It's too many waves of guys. Alright, well. What do we do now? I could just reload and try again from the save. I know that's not like the manliest option. But I honestly don't know if we fall back and go at it again. I don't know that it's going to turn out any... Like, if we go back, you know, all the way back to Britannia, summon a new force, and try again, I don't think it's going to turn out any better. It's going to be basically the same thing we're looking at here. I mean, I guess we could go at it with a more experienced lord. The loss of this paladin is backbreaking, though. We don't have anybody who's anywhere near his level of experience. Man. Yeah, we could try it one more time. I think I'll probably try it one more time. And if we really can't do it, then we will fall back to Britannia, try to build up again, try to build up a little better, and come at it. But obviously that's going to have to be next time, because this video is already long enough.
My reputation precedes me.
I don't know if that's a thing that you want to be saying right now. And yeah,
We have met before.
the Varg made sure to park an army nearby so that they can wipe us out immediately, and we won't be able to just do a resummon. I guess that wouldn't have happened. That wouldn't be the case if we had kept our second army up here. But I do think that we have to actually have money for the defense of the homeland, because there's a lot of Varg or there's a lot of scaling and chaos stacks. So do I just disband these guys, or what am I gonna do? You know what? I'm not figuring anything else out right now. That's gonna be it for this episode. Come back next time. I'm gonna have some kind of plan by then, and we're gonna have to figure this out. We didn't really lose any chivalry, so yeah. Come back next time. We're gonna figure this out, and we'll see you then.